Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and we're back. Earlier today, I was live streaming, and, well, my Wi-Fi. It wasn't my Wi-Fi. It was storming out, and the power flickered for a second. Unfortunately, when it comes to a computer, if your power flickers for a second, it shut the whole computer down, which shut the whole stream down. And by the time the stream was back up and ready to be running, I had to eat dinner, and then I went out and got ice cream, and now we're back. So, took a little bit of a while, but we're here, and we are ready. So, that's about it. I'm going to be playing the tanks you want to see played. I still think it's total bull. A 777 premium tank is a weak ammo rack. A literal paid tank is a weaker ammo rack than lights, mediums, and paper TDs. I don't think the ammo rack itself is necessarily weak. I think that it is in a spot that gets shot more often than other tanks where their ammo racks are positioned. I don't commonly get 777's ammo racked, but I do damage the ammo rack on that tank, you know, 20-30% of the time. Okay. Boo 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 boo. You know what? I'll play in the 777. Also, I think I got the text-to-speech properly working this time, so when we do get donations, it should have TTS, which is nice. It was weird. It took me a lot more effort than it should have to get text-to-speech working, but I think it's officially working now, which is a good thing. Vindicator? Bruh. Also, my nose is a little runny. I pet my cat earlier today, and, well, regrets are made, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, there we go. Nose has been properly cleansed. How's life? Pretty chill. Okay. Speed is key. Well, 116 F3 and AMX M4, that's kind of cringe. I realize that the Eric has a terrible ammo rack. It gets damaged every damn time. Well, that's what you get for spamming it, you poob. I know you're spamming that tank. You can't hide from me. I'm gonna go fully wide. Keep on going. Alright, leopard can't hit me. I can tell you this leopard is a little bit scared, though, because I'm gonna roll around. Okay, that was a terrible shot for me. That was actually the worst shot I've ever fired in my life. Okay, the leopard hits that. Alright, dude. Alright. The problem is I don't have the gun depression to work the spot reliably, so it is a really, really awkward position to be stuck in here. Okay, and the AMX is going to shoot me as well. You know what? If I'm going to be thrown into this situation, I'm going to YOLO the leopard. I don't care. I really don't. I'm already dead, so it doesn't really matter what I do at this point, so might as well just shoot the leopard again. Whatever, dude. Whatever. The moment the AMX shot me in the side and I missed that first shot, I was screwed. It was totally my fault. I screwed up. I didn't use my gun depression properly and played like a freaking 40%er. It's my fault, but, it obviously ended up hurting me, so, oh well. What happens when you give a tank, you know, 3,900 DPM is exactly that right there. Okay.
Failure on Blitz 2 donated $2 through Super Chat. POOBER.
I'll do the 777 again, though. Yeah, unfortunately, the 6 degrees of gun depression on the 777 did kind of screw me over there in that battle. Are we going to win this? I'd say 50-50. 50-50. Problem is, our team's just killing themselves. I mean, I may not have made the best play ever, but I still brought the enemy leopard down to a one-shot for most of my team. I don't understand what the rest of the team's been doing this battle. Like, brother. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure this mouse is the major reason why we're losing, because when you have a tank like the mouse and you see that the player in the mouse is at 2300 health at the end of the game, it's a pretty clear indicator that they didn't actually do anything for the team. They kind of just sat and spawned and tried to farm damage instead of actually doing their job. And when you run into situations like that, it's very obvious that it's going to be a loss. And the funny part is, a player like this saves all of their health so that they can die at the end in like 10 seconds. If that mouse had realistically driven straight into the enemy in the beginning of that battle, chances of winning would have been doubled. We probably would have won. But when you're in a German Super Heavy, and you sit there and you try and farm damage, and you don't even farm... Oh, 42%. Well, there you go. That's exactly why. Alright, I gotta do one more battle in the 777, because that was a really, really cringe battle. But either way, back to what I was saying. If you're going to drive a Super Heavy, and then you're not going to drive the Super Heavy actually into the front line, you might as well just not drive the tank. I have no problem with people wanting to drive a Heavy a little more passive, but grind a 215B, grind a Concept, grind an E5. Don't grind a vehicle like the mouse, and then sit in the back, and then, you know, get all shocked when your team calls you bad. That's as simple as it is. I'm not going to say I played perfect that game. As I said, if I didn't screw up that first shot on the Leopard, I would have been fine. But the moment I screwed up that first shot because my gun depression wasn't good enough, I was done. Alright, we got the enemy IS-7, which I'm obviously not able to pen. Hello, Dan. Alright, now, the thing about the IS-7 is that the only spot we can realistically pen it is right in the turret cheek where we penned. I love the T57, but now I have the T57 and dislike it so much. You dislike what? The 57 or the 54? Okay. Did we just get hatched? Yeah, okay. Cringe. We're going to move over here, and we're going to aim it on the IS-7 upper plate while we cross. Then we can hide my hatch a little bit better in this position. Alright, aiming it on the IS-7. I wonder if we can pen that. Well, can't pen anything when my shell doesn't go where I want it to. Alright, IS-7 missed, which means I can just drive over the ridgeline like this, aim it on the IS-7 upper plate, roll a awful 291, and back into cover. Then I can wedge my turret up a little bit like this again. IS-7 bounces me. However, there's an E100 in the back, which is a big threat. So I'm going to get a shell into the E100. Our AMX-M4 clearly doesn't know what he's doing, but that's fine. I'm just going to chill here. Aim it on the IS-7. There you go, another nice pen. See, this is where the 777 kind of dominates. You know, when you're able to get it into this position and you're actually able to get the gun to work, it feels great. It's just sometimes getting it into this, you know, type of position can be a little bit more tedious than I'd like. But there you go. 450 damage clear into that player. Alright, we got the Concept right in front. Get a nice 472 damage shell into the Concept 1B. And if this player wants to YOLO, I'm totally fine with that, because my DPM permits me to completely farm out this Concept, so I will continue doing so. However, unfortunately for me, my team appears to be awful, so nothing I can do about that. But we do get another shell into the Concept for another 430 damage. I'm not sure why this player keeps trying to trade with me, because it's clearly not working in their favor. There you go. Easy shot into the 62. Now, this game I did pretty good. I can't really lie. I also love how that Concept is apparently so good that he's hitting my hatch every single shot, dude. Like, okay. But it is impressive to me how you can play a game in the 777, and you have two different battles, right? The first game I play, I make a really bad maneuver, and unfortunately get punished incredibly fast by 4,000 DPM. The second game I play, I use the 777 perfectly. I pen every single shot. I push the IS-7 immediately, stopping that player from being able to do something. I then push up and start bleeding out the 100 and the Concept, and yet doing all of that, 4,400 damage, my E100, in return, does 0. Like, it's impressive to me how you can do so much, and then your team still sucks that much, dude. It's pretty cringe. Pretty cringe. Alright. Well, what's next? What's next? Did Friends of Music get removed? That's pretty funny if they did. Failure donated for a tune, so let me send Failure. Oh, wait. Failure on Blitz. Whoa. There you go. 777 versus 907. I mean, you're comparing a medium to a heavy, so I don't really think that's, in any world, a realistic comparison. Okay. Vindicator wouldn't have gotten into that position. That's true. Vindicator would have died before I got into that position. Well, you know what? Let me use the 57 Heavy, because you said you don't like it that much. Oh, wait. Play the Rhino. Never mind. Also, nah. What is this? You're donating the tune with me, and you're telling me what tank to play? You get one or the other, Failure. You don't get both. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You poob. Okay. See what we can do here. Charlemagne. Sure, I can play in the Charlemagne. It's a pretty fun tank. Good gun. Decent DPM, but it's obviously got the Hesh. I love the Charlemagne. It's one of my favorite tier 10, or tier 8s, not tier 10s. Bonk. 379. And... nah, that shell is never gonna hit. I hate when people go to that spot, because it doesn't do anything. It just stops the game from progressing. Well, if he's gonna go there, I'll just move over here. And then I'll dig the 5A out. Oh, unless there's just a random Yag Tiger. Okay, alright. Yes, a very skilled Type 5. Clearly. Is he just gonna YOLO? Failure, I don't know what you're doing, dude, but you're living up to your name right now. Oh my god. This is cooked. It's already cooked, dude. It's already cooked. Yep, minus 900 of my health to a freaking Skoda T50 because not a single one of my teammates on the medium side are doing anything. Good job, team. Good job. Ah, yes. Look at this skilled team here. Wow. Wow. That's really fun. That's great. I love when my medium tanks decide to go to the heavy flank. How many times have I said that it's like literally the worst thing ever to do? Nice. Surprised that one hit, to be honest. Yeah, good job, team. Oh, yeah. What's shooting me now? Let me guess. The fricking Skoda still? Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, this is really fun, guys. I'm enjoying this. This is really an exciting experience I'm having here. I mean, failure was literally zero help, so I'm not too surprised, but whatever. I did 2,900 damage. It's surprisingly good. Oh, yes. Good job, team. Good job. Who would have guessed that driving our two medium tanks to the heavy flank won't give the team a win? You're trash. The Sheridan and STB1 on my team, you're both trash. And I hope you see this on live stream at some point. So sick of people driving their mediums to the heavy flank. You're never going to accomplish anything. You suck. Where's this other guy? Where is this other guy? You suck too. Both you suck. And the funny part is people like this.
On Blitz 2 donated $5 through Super
48%.
Chat. Tune 3 games, bro. I want to do well. It'll do good at some point.
Well, we'll see. Thank you for the donation. You poob. Alright. Well, I said I'd do the Charlemagne, so let me go pull that out. The Charlemagne. Could you play Toon with me? Are you gonna stop typing stupid comments in the stream chat? Also, how you doing, Daniel? Okay. Ever since I was young, I dreamed of watching you play the Charlemagne. Bro, what am I reading? What is this? What am I reading? Bro has, like, wet dreams over the Charlemagne. I don't know what to say about that. Okay. Thank you for the donation. All right. I didn't type any stupid comments today. Not yet. Only been 18 minutes. This camo is so ugly. Yes, we can tune in a little bit, Daniel. You poob. Hello, Tom Z. What is that? Oh, I don't like that. That's a gonk. Okay. Ooh, nice Hesh pen into the Tiger there. It wasn't a necessarily good roll, but it was a penetrating shot, so that's still pretty nice. Where? Where'd you pen me? Oh, you hatched me. I see. That leopard going wide is going to be a problem. It's not even necessarily a strong player. It's just... it's going to be an annoying thing to deal with. That Gonk thought he was hot crap and learned very quickly that over-aggressing in a tank destroyer is never going to go well. Bonk. Yeah, lesson learned, dude. Don't over-aggress in tank destroyers. It's that simple. Ooh, 451. That's a pretty juicy shot there. Really nasty shell from there. Failure. You got him for 41 damage. That was really nice. There you go. Thank you, Conway. Alright, well, not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. Oh, good shot there, Failure. Mad cuz bad. I love Mad cuz bad. It's one of my favorite ones. Uh-huh. You got me. Let me try. Mad cuz bad. What's more OP tier for tier Polish TDs? Do you mean like what's the best Polish TD? The best Polish tank destroyer is probably the tier 9, unless you're counting the collector. Then the Grom is by far the most overpowered. I get tunneled. What do you mean you get tunneled? You are definitely not getting tunneled every battle. Especially not when you're a platoon with me. I don't want to hear it. Maybe, just maybe, if you don't play as aggressive, you won't be shot as much. You poob. How you doing, Muhammad? Alright, one last battle. Let's see. The BF-109. Yeah, I don't think I can play in that one. Tornvagn. Sure. Tornvagn's fun. Can you play the VK-1902? Tier 8 German Collector Light with a gun like the ATAC? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about a vehicle that's not released yet? I can't play any tanks that aren't released, dude. You talking about a vehicle in like Blitzkit preview? Blitzkit preview. I don't know. Tankopedia. Oh, I guess I'm already in the game. 2 more games I donoed for. Yes, indeed. I'm aware. Alright. Speed. Attack. Oh my god, our Fosh is gonna YOLO and die. You guys ready for it? Oh, he didn't? I'm surprised. Average NA player didn't make bad YOLO immediately. Ah. It was close. Minnow gameplay is chill. I agree. I think the Minnow is a pretty overpowered tank in most positions. Bruh. Sometimes the gun on this tank is very eh. Oh, okay. Where did he just pen me, dude? I would actually love to know where that shark just penned me. That was an insane shot. That must be the best player in Blitz history right there. Okay. I seriously would love to know where that shark penned me. .470. That's a pretty nasty shot. I can't necessarily back up any further, but what I can do is I can sit here, which is a pretty good spot still, I would say. The Tornvagn is surprisingly fast on its reverse speed, which means that you can actually get in and out of position pretty quickly in this vehicle. The enemy team's not in a good spot here. They have kind of boxed themselves in. Okay, shark lights me on fire. Alright, okay. Nobody's gonna shoot this guy? Makes sense, you know, he'll just be able to poke me for free and bleed me. There we go, nice shot. Okay. The Waffenträger is obviously cooked, and the Shark is minus 370. It was a pretty chill game. I can't say that the Tornvagn did anything, you know, insane, but it was a pretty chill battle. Bye-bye. Will the 54 E1 kill the Borsig? No, you will shoot the Progetto. Nice shot. Oh, there goes the 54. Not a bad battle. It now costs 6 million credits to buy, where every other tank costs 5.79 million. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but it's not too big of a difference. It's like, what, 300,000? It's not, you know, enough to break the bank. Problem with Droodles is he either always has bad RNG or people always have good RNG on him. I don't know how that shark penned me on that first shot. I really don't. I think the only possibility is that he went through my engine deck when I was driving towards him, which is ridiculous, dude. Like, a little ridiculous. He's a reroll. Like, brother. Alright, last game. Somebody was talking about the 57 Heavy, so I'm going to do that. The T57 Heavy. Desert Sands. Not a great map, but not a bad map either. Gravitizing. Is Gravitizing even out? Okay. Move out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. DK90, Type 5 Heavy, Chieftain, Conqueror. They got a lot of cringe. I'm not going to poke that spot because I know better than that. One shell. Two shells. Three. Minus 1200. Yo guys, autoloaders are good for the game. Whoa, Alright, 5 more seconds and I'll have 3 shells back. Almost. Aw, that literally hit perfectly where I aimed as well. Okay, bro. What the... that's amazing. Me aiming at the only weak spot. Me doesn't pen. Six more seconds. Not too long of a reload. Moving up. Alright. VK90 bounced me. 1 heat shell for 360. 2 heat shells for another whatever. And 3 heat shells. And there goes 1,000 of that player's hit points. Autoloaders are good for the game! Whoa!
Failure on Blitz 2 donated $2 through Super Chat. 2 more haha you Uber tooler.
I'm an Uber tooler? I'm an Uber tooler. Oh, he shot. Watch this. I'll just go there. 1, 2. Oh, that one screwed me over. Good thing I have a 3rd shell still. I like how our mediums have once again ran away like the biggest wimps ever. I have to wait just slightly longer for my shells. I don't have any heat shells left, so that is a bit of a bummer. There you go. That's 3 pens with AP only. I have way too many high explosive shells on this tank, which could actually be a problem in this game. Oh, this ISA needs to move out of my way. Worth. Big worth. 531 for 800 off that Sheridan is a big dub. Yeah, this should be a win now. This ISA needs to stop getting in my way, dude. Like, it's not that hard to, like, give me room. This tank is so stupid, bro. I find it crazy people say the 57 Heavy isn't that good.
HVPGI donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Donation to give stream luck.
Oh, more stream luck. Thank you for the donations. Look at that. We aced it. See? Your stream luck is coming in.
HVPGI donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Stream luck.
Oops, accidentally did too. I'm not complaining. Thank you very much. Alright, 2 more games, failure. Give me some more suggestions. Give me some more suggestions. You know what? Let me play... First of all, why do I have so many HE? Well, it's not that I have a lot of HE. I guess I don't know. I ran out of shells almost. Let me get into the big old bonkler. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Alright, here we go. What do we have? 4 heavies. Okay, so that's pretty good for me. Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. Indeed, a tier 8 tank destroyer. Hello, Mr. Yo. I'm not gonna stop. go. Ooh, minus 735. This thing's so stupid, dude. I don't understand how Wargaming thought that this tank was good for the game. Yeah, let's just aim it on the BZ. Bro, I wasn't gonna shoot the 50 TP, but when you start playing stupid like that, I will punish you. I don't care. Like, oh no, what will I ever do? Oh no! Oh no! I find it amazing when people play aggressive against me in this tank because they think I care. I don't. Minus 820, dude. 2 shots, your full health tank has 56 health. Like, I don't care about you. You don't mean anything to me. Your life is meaningless. You are an insignificant speck on the food scale. Yeah, bye-bye. And I still have 1,600 health left. And your Micah, give your Micah gawk overload. I need a donation for that. $861. Yeah, guys, this tank's good for the game. What a stupid tank, bro. I saw that shot failure. That was a failure. Well, I'm not going to worry about that guy. WZ killed my teammate. Type 5 Chonky. Type 5 OP.
Platoon donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Here you dingus.
Gawk, gawk, gawk. There you go. There's your gawks. Is that what you wanted, Lazine? You'd have to donate more for the full experience. There we go. Type 5 Heavy is such a stupid tank, bro. What, so you can snipe? What do you mean? Snipe. Alright, what's next? Well, I did one Japanese super heavy, let me do the other.
Donated $2 through Super Chat. 2 more tunes, my Willette.
Tickle my ears, but at least clean the dust inside. What's the stream delay? An amount of time. Oh, I see what you mean, Daniel. You're applying to friends and music. I see. Wah, 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 wah. Alright, so let's see. They have 3 heavies. 2-hand twirled gawk gawk is $20. Yeah, exactly. The grapefruit method, dude. Alright, this guy just shot, which means I can poke and get a pennon. Of course, I know that concept's gonna want my schlong. Nice. Yeah, L. That's what you get. Okay, dude. Yes, I'm aware. You want me bad, bro. Alright. It's gonna be hard to tunnel me, though, when my team's pushing you, isn't it? Not worth. Not worth. Okay, that was just a bad shot for me. Do I really have no support? Failure, what are we doing, bro? Wow. Congrats. What a fun battle. Yes, thank you for the amazing comment, Daniel. YOLO is good for the game. I don't even understand what our team is doing. I mean, I did pretty good. 2600 damage was top in the game. I was in a face hug with a Yag. Now imagine if instead of dealing with the Yag, we just pushed into their spawn and together killed the VK90 and together killed the Concept and then continued pushing through their spawn instead of getting bogged down on a single Yag Panzer who did 700 damage. Okay. One more game. Give me some other suggestions. IS-4? Sure. I don't love the IS-4, but I'll play it. Is the Type 5 a collector? Indeed it is. It is a collector. Did Dan get... What happened to Dan? I think he got muted. That one's Dan's fault, though. Okay. Winishnabr. The IS-4 is weird. It's got some great strength, but it's also got some big, big downsides. Is IS-7 better than IS-4? Yes. I would say in 8 out of 10 situations, I'd rather be in an IS-7. There's certain situations where I like the IS-4 better. The mobility is better, I will admit, right? I'm keeping up with the E6 right now, so it's not a slow tank. It also does feature a pretty good gun in terms of damage per minute. It's got good penetration, and it's got overall still decent side scraping capabilities, but it also has fairly big downsides. The biggest one is the fact that it just doesn't feature the most armor anymore, which is obviously a pretty big downside. We didn't even get a single shot into that guy, bro. We got one pen because autoloaders, once again, just ruin everything in this game, dude. That's a good job, Gong. You shot me for 500. And let's see. Come on, shoot me again. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, how's that working out for you, dude? Doesn't matter how dangerous your tier 9 is. It means nothing to me when I have more hit points. And I can just cut right through you. There you go. Nice pen. AMX tunnels me, loses 700 health, has to back off the hill. That's what's great about being in a heavy. The whole point of being in a heavy is to waste the enemy's time. That's exactly what they're doing here. Oh, well. This is such a cringe game, though. Failure, how did you bleed so much health? Problem is I can't move. I'm just gonna sit here. Okay. I'm gonna move up. Of course. Oh my god, dude. Ah. I just need this shot to hit. Welcome to my life failure. There you go. Took a very long time. Or, yeah, you did low roll him. Alright, well, there's 2 tanks spotted. The only tank that I haven't seen is the VZ. I don't know where they are. I don't know how much health they're at, but oh, they only have 9 health. Alright, well, that answers the question. But apparently a 9 health tank is dangerous enough to take my toon mate out of the game. Nice, 537. Okay, can this VZ stop shooting me? I mean, it's fine, because the more time he wastes on me, the better it is for me. There you go. Like, get out of the frickin' game, bozo. You're not a threat. I did 3,000 damage, which is pretty good, everything considered. Okay, alright. Whatever, game. Whatever. We should win. We should. I just can't believe that bounced. That's literally my life in a nutshell. It's just that right there. I think made Droodles a bit mad. What did? Failure platooning with me? Maybe. What's your opinion on Peter calling new Polish tank destroyers trash? I think that's a hot take. I think that this bat chat needs to do something. There you go. There's 1 pen and 2. Nice. We gotta win. I did 3,000 damage. I was the VZ. You played pretty shit, not gonna lie. I don't know why you kept poking. I mean, you did bleed me out, but it's only because I was more focused on bleeding out the AMX rather than shooting you. I don't know why you would continuously poke a spot where I could literally just shoot you at any moment with a high explosive, which is what I did. I just tapped you with an HE. It's a bad play, right? You might have a good win rate, but making plays like that isn't gonna win you games. What you should have done is you should have waited, and I don't know. I don't know why you were at such little health to begin with. So, don't be at that low health and you'll win games. Alright, 1 more battle. And then maybe I'll tune with Daniel. I don't know how long he was muted for. Oh no, he's back. Let me do an incredibly goofy tank. The Object 260. I don't really like this thing, but I don't know. I saw it in my garage. Is there... I got rushed by your bat chat and Projet Luis. Well, first of all, I'm not sure why you would ever drive a heavy tank to the hill. The heavy hill, at least, because that's such a useless position. You should always drive your heavies to the heavy side of the map. Or you should always drive your heavies to the castle. No matter what I'm in, I'm driving to the castle on that map. You will lose more games if you don't drive there. Yeah, sure, your team didn't go with you, but if you had sat with the Kron where he was, it would have been physically impossible for me to push up. The moment your Kron left that spot was the moment you lost that game, because then I was able to flank and your game was over. So, it's what separates players. Object 907, nice to see you on the stream again, Captain Barb. You're always here and there, Barb. It's always nice to see you around.
Barb donated $2 through Super Chat. OBJ907.
Okay, let's move up. I'm surprised...
PHEPGI donated $1.99 through Super Chat. OBJ452K.
It's surprising that I have not gotten any goofy, you know, like, sucky, interesting donations so far. I would have expected my chat of gooners to type something pretty bad at this point. Yes, hello, Daniel. You poob. Dang, couldn't get that one out. I was also kind of out of the game after getting rushed and left on 9 HP. I guess, but I don't know. You shouldn't be at that low health, I'm gonna be honest. Nice. Easy shot into the side. Another easy shot into the side. Another easy shot into the side. Okay. Moving up. Our team is not doing great right now. Oh my god, I hit the freaking IS-7 gun, dude. That's crazy. There you go. But yeah, I won't lie, I'm a little surprised that Peter, you know, doesn't like the, I'm a little surprised to see Peter doesn't like the Polish tank destroyers at all. Oh my god, this is why I don't like these guns! Like, how am I missing these shots, dude? These are not hard shots to hit. The 140 has such an accurate gun-on move, and it's missing the easiest shots ever. It's really, really annoying me, actually. Okay. Alright. There you go, nice shot. Nice. This is why, by the way, I run calibrated shells. This here is exactly why. Because if I wasn't running Cali, I wouldn't be able to pen half of these shots I'm firing right now.
THEPGI donated $1.99 through
Thank you for the
Super Chat.
donation.
Kutzal for Thicko Man.
Yes, amazing play, IS-7. Must YOLO for literally no reason apart from the fact that you can. Like, what was the play there, dude? The 140 might have its flaws, but it still does have a really nasty gun. Okay, all that's left is the IS-7. I do like the camo on this tank, I will say that. It looks really, really nice. Peter only likes high DPM mediums. Yeah, I guess. Just am a little surprised that he doesn't like them that much, because here's the thing. The Polish tank destroyers require this really weird playstyle where you can't over-aggress them. You have to be a little passive. If you over-aggress, you're just going to get nuked. And you have to wait for the right time. But if you do get that timing down, you can do really well on them. But 5,572 damage, 4 kills, and we ace the Object 140. And that is the last Toon game with failure. Ha 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 ha. Alright, yes, we can tune. We can tune, Dan. So what do I have to play in? I have to play in the 907 from Barb, the 452, and the Quetzal brother. Well, I mean, we did a pretty similar tank to the 907. Vickers Light. Alright.
THEPGI donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Vickers Light for YRIB.
Alright. Ending on a good note. Yeah, I have a good one, failure. It's my phone. I don't know how my phone fell off my desk, but it did. The thing that I always say, guys, is that in general, I'm never going to call a tank bad, unless it really is just the worst thing ever. Because at the end of the day, even if I'm not enjoying the experience a tank is giving me, I know that somebody else might be, and therefore, I just don't think there's really any bad tanks in the game, right? I mean, even the 116 F3 before it was buffed, I absolutely hated playing in that thing, but I still had like an 80% win rate. So even though it wasn't a great tank, I still wouldn't say it was the worst thing ever. The Waffenträger LP100 is probably one of those few vehicles which really is tricky to drive, because it really doesn't have much going for it in terms of survivability. But even then, I still don't think it's a bad tank. In fact, I posted a video on it just today talking about how I think it's got plenty of capability. This line is obviously AFK, or not AFK, but lagged out. And obviously, I will fully take advantage of that if I can. Alright. They have a 183, who is spotted, and that was our only tank destroyer, so I'm going to go right up the hill. Bro. Like, what are we doing? And then he's mad at me. I love how people are blind. Like, they literally get in your way. The trajectory I chose was perfect, and then he moved into me. Like, bruh. Alright, there you go. That was an important shot into the Leopard, because this tank has tracer shells, meaning that that Leopard will be lit up for basically all of time now. So, it's kind of just a big dub for me there. Alright, we have the concept moving up. Yes, a very skilled concept here on the NA server, dude. Like, what is this guy doing? Uh-huh. I'm not going to waste too much time on that guy. They only have a couple tanks left to begin with. Boom, 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 boom. Not... Oh, no, they are running small. How many tunes does this get me? 3 battles.
Through Super Chat. Dad, how many tunes does this get?
Star Wars music? No, this is not Star Wars music. It is Super Mario Galaxy boss music. Alright. Dad, how many games? I just saw that. I didn't even see the dad part. Their team had 3 zeros, by the way. Like, what the hell was that? Alright, 2 more games. 2 more games for you, Daniel. We have the Object 452. Also, what server do you play on, Mr. KY? Are you done with the tune donations? Could you tune with me? Maybe. Maybe. Music quit asking. It's fine. Lucas, how about we don't bring political topics into the channel? I'm going to give you a... Let's do... 5-minute timeout. Alright, you do play NNA. Alright. Type in your... play this Super Conk. The Skunk. Super Conk's a great tank. Tune with music. Fine. But I have to tune with KY first. Is the entire
THVPGI
enemy team
donated
AFK?
$1.99 through Super Chat. Tune with music.
At least the text-to-speech bot is working now. I don't know what I did to get it working, but I did. And it's working fine. It just kept bugging out. If any of you were there earlier. I set up Venmo and added my card, but I can't for the life of me add money. Don't you send money? Can you add money to your own Venmo account? KY does blitz. Every time I see that, I just think of KY jelly. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Okay. Text-to-speech, I don't know who that is, PGI. Ask for bad tanks, the Super Conk is not a bad tank. You're asking for the RU-251. That's not a bad tank either. I don't know how it works. I'm pretty sure you just send people money on Venmo. I don't know. Pretty sure in Venmo you press pay/request. I don't know if you add money to your Venmo account. What a loading time? Yeah, this is why platooning late at night is a bit of a bummer sometimes. Thick doles. Why wargaming? There's not even like a little amount of people in queue. It's just taking forever. Thick doles. Oh, Daniel backed out. Oh, he left. Yeah, we might have to save that tune for later, Daniel, because right now the matchmaker is not working. It's just, I don't know. There might not be enough people on the NA server, which is pretty tragic when you think about it, how dead the NA server is. There you go. The moment it's gone, it just instantly loads in. That's so stupid. Trying to find... There you go. Oh, what? Oh my god. It's dying on me. It's dying on me. There you go. Okay. It only happens for tier 9? Alright. We'll do the next game. I was waiting for 5 minutes. Indeed. Indubitably. Yeah, I don't know why the matchmaker is so bad. Nah, I can't poke that Sheridan now. Is that Daniel? No, it's a bat shot. It looks like the barrel of like a Chieftain Proto that was ramming into me for a second, but it obviously was not. It was a bat chat, because for some reason, the bat chat was driving their tank on this flank of the map. Okay. No, it wasn't the 113 that shot me, was it? Nope, that is not an APCR shell. That's another tank they have back there, probably the Yo. This is already a bad team, dude. There you go. Damn. That guy got poobered. Alright, track to the 113, which is obviously pretty nice. Gonna chill here, reload. The DPM on the 452 is not great, but it's also good enough to get the job done. And we can see that that 113 may have made a bad play there. However, this is not going great for our team. I'm just gonna shoot him. Brother, please 704, please. Thank you. Alright. This 113... Oh, and they got the Sheridan in the back, too. There you go. Easy shot into that player. And... Really? You're gonna tunnel me, dude? You have a 704 on your rear, and you're gonna tunnel me. Nice tunnel. Like, brother. The tunnel is crazy. Kay, it's your fault! You tunneled me when you had a 704 on your rear. What a bozo play. Like, why would you do that? He was spotted the whole time. The tunnel is crazy. It really is. Useless DM. Okay. Hypothetically, if Wargaming reached out to you and asked how they should design a matchmaker, what would you implement? I'd make tank-based matchmaking, which is making it so that you have similar vehicles based against each other. So if I'm driving a concept, an E5, or some other hull-down heavy, will go up against me. Alright, what's next? I'm going to play in... I had a couple donations. I need to scroll back up and see what they were. 452, the Quetzal. Alright, we can try to tune again if you want, Daniel. But, we'll see. Alright, well, I'm gonna get in the queue, and Daniel joins, it will kick me out. Oh boy, I can't wait to play in the Quetzal! And then after this tank, we have a Vickers Light, then a tune with KY. I wrote down your account name, didn't I? Or did I forget? Yeah, KY does Blitz, that's right. Oh, I see you joined. Gotta get into a tier 8, you poob. Alright. Droodles proceeds to drink water from a cup that's probably empty. What do you mean empty? It's definitely not empty. What if there isn't a good equal equivalent in matchmaking? Would it just take equal longer queue? Yeah, that's the problem. Right now, there's not enough people playing the games. There wouldn't be enough people for the matchmaker to survive. What Wargaming needs to do is they need to incorporate a matchmaker where all servers are basically combined. Asia, NA. If they could solve the ping problem, it would be great. And there's definitely ways to do it. And if they can solve that ping problem and make it so that every single player is running at, you know, maybe 50 ping on average, then they could start implementing the matchmaker changes. The problem right now is that the NA server doesn't have enough people on it, so the matchmaker is kind of dead on NA. Alright. Double waffle tune with me. Poob. Has Droodles ever been drunk on stream? No. I'm literally just gonna drive until I die. This thing is such a piece of trash. Might just wait right here. Nice. I'm surprised that one hit, to be honest. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Not bad. I'm getting out bleeds. Not very efficiently, but I am getting them out. Oh my god, this gun. And bonk. Just gonna keep on waiting here. And bonk. Okay. I guess I don't have the pen to cut through the Ag Tiger. I literally cannot cut through the Ag Tiger. It's fine, I'm holding, and that's all I really realistically need to do in this thing, but god is it awful, bro. Wow, I just can't pen the Ag Tiger. I can't. That's ridiculous that I physically can't pen that thing, dude. There you go, I got a pen. Come here, you 75. You're gonna get pooped. Oh my god, you actually bounced me. Literal bozo behavior. I can't pen the... Oh, there you go. I was gonna say the only way I can pen this guy is if he over angles. There you go. Gonna load gold to guarantee the pen. You can't outram me. Imagine losing to a Quetzal in an E75. That's a pretty impressive achievement there, dude. Look at this speed! Oh, yeah. Oh, you're cooked, dude. You're absolutely cooked. Yep, where are you gonna go, huh? Where are you gonna go? Well, the Quetzal did alright. How many accounts do you have? I swear I've seen you with at least 3 different usernames. Ugh, I got a burp there. I have 3 different NA accounts, however, one of them I don't really use. And then I have 2 different EU accounts I kind of use off and on. And then I have an Asia account that I share with a friend. But I don't really use that account. So realistically, it's just my NA accounts most of the time. Alright, one last game with Daniel. That'll be the last of his tunes, and then I'll play a tune with KY Jellyman. Tornvagn reminded me of some rando kid getting pushed onto a wall while getting bullied. My tank's just the fat vehicle. What do you consider long waiting? I consider anything over 1 minute long. I feel like I shouldn't have to wait more than a minute to load into a battle that's going to last less than 3 minutes. Can you see my message? I am jelly, apparently. Indeed. I saw your question about Venmo, indeed. I will probably reply after the stream. This is going to be a cringe battle. Double 116 F3. I don't know if that's a good clan. I've never seen 9k before, but I'm just going to take a guess and say that those are 60%ers. And fighting two 116s is just cringe, dude. It's just cringe. Ring tune. Alright, well I do get a pen into the TVP. You guys want to know what I'm talking about? Check the members. The what? This is already cooked, dude. It's already cooked. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Yeah, you got poobered on, Dan. I can't necessarily say it's your fault. I don't think I expected their team to roll around and touch you. Is that an AFK object 140? Indeed it is. Oh, and then he just randomly comes back. Okay, dude. And he hits that. Wow. There it is. There it is. Best player in the game right there, guys. That's my favorite part. When you have like an AFK player who magically comes back at like the last second and then hits that shot on me. He's just gonna die. It's not a guaranteed loss right now. Nice. That guy got absolutely dumped on. Bruh. That one should have penned. 252. Yeah. 60 damage. Great. Am I gonna die? Because it's a T. Okay. Great. I hate TVP players. Every fiber of my body. I don't care what else happens this game. I was taking that freaking TVP out, dude. Am I gonna be YOLO'd by the T22 now? Here we go. Yeah, come on, YOLO me, bozo. Let's see how far you get. Uh-huh. Oh, keep going. Keep on going. Ooh, you're gonna get me. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah, look at the skill resonating from this one. Look at that skill. Wow. You got me good. Bye-bye. Well, we won. Alright. I'm trying not to fall asleep. Well, I'm trying to have a game that's not like this. Thank you for the tunes, Daniel. Let's get over here, Jellyman. Do your close friends pay you 800 AUD a month? Why'd you type in AUD? Oh, this is the god tier. I see. How you doing, POW? Alright, let me send KY does Blitz a invite. No results found. Let me guess. It's not an L. It's an I. Nope. I don't know. Whatever you sent me is not correct. I don't know why you guys always mess up your names. I don't understand what's so challenging about typing your name. Okay. Is there going to be a European light tank? Is there a European light tank on PC? Yeah, the Tessac. So it's possible. Well, I've done all of the more stream luck. Thank you, BGI, for the donation. You on NA? Yes. Whatever you sent me was not correct. I don't know what to tell you.
BGI donated $1.99 through Super Chat. More stream luck.
It's KY does Blitz. Well, evidently it's not, because I'm not seeing anything. I'm not There you go. Now it's showing. You typed something wrong on the last one. I don't know what you did, but you typed something wrong. Okay. Bro's doing blitz. Alright, we're gonna stick to tier 10 or tier 8 just because the matchmaker. Let me do the Błyskawica. The Błyskawica. Let me put Callie on it though, just because I can. Ayo. I'm Poob. What's my opinion on the TSL-7 Defender? I think it's incredibly mid. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's not bad, it's just not good. It's just mid. It features decent turret armor, but unfortunately the turret armor doesn't mean much when the gun is just eh. Goth God. Mommy control, brother. Oob. Mommy control. What does that even mean? Okay, why not be able to handle the aura coming from Droodles? Yeah, bro. I'm so powerful. Well, the line is very far away, for my damage per shot is going to be marginal at best. But, still a damaging shot, so I can't get too mad. Not Esteban. Another low roll. This tank has 400 damage per shot at distance, so I shouldn't be rolling that bad. This game's looking mighty cooked, guys. Mighty cooked. I obviously can't close the gap, so right now I'm on very low damage per shot. And then when you pair that with the fact that my teams are not necessarily doing great, it's not a great combo, I won't lie. There, we get a bounce. We get a pen on us. I'm gonna aim it on the TVP. Nice, 420. It's pretty good, actually. Surprised that hit, to be honest, but we're bleeding him out. Well, I'm doing as much as I can, really. As I said, the problem is I can't close the gap here, and our bat chat is camping in our spawn, so our eyes is not actually doing anything for me. Okay, thank you, RNG. Brother, this freaking bat chat sucks. Like, actually. The fact that it took our bat chat that long to push that pisses me off beyond no recognition, dude. Yeah, thanks, dude. It's too late. It's too late. Too late, dude. Like, what a freaking moron. If our bat chat had just moved up here, like he's doing now, and killed the Progetto, and pushed the enemy bat chat off, I would have been totally fine. Totally fine. But instead of doing that, this guy decided that he was going to wait the whole game until now. That's when he decided he was going to push up. And doing that screwed me over. He was too busy crying about the Kron. This would have been the easiest win ever. And it's not the Błyskawica's fault. Sure, the tank struggles at distance, but the only reason that this game fell apart was because this guy didn't do anything. That's the reason why. So, good job, dude. Watching this made me stressed, yeah. Made me stressed too.
Through Super Chat. Ema take a nap. Got guard duty in an hour. Have aren't rest of your stream doubles.
Wargaming needs to come up with a new map system. I just wish that my teammates would do something. Like this bat chat, as I said, single-handedly through this game for the team. It doesn't require much effort to drive your tank properly. It doesn't. It doesn't. And it's always the same vehicles that end up screwing you over. Have a good one, by the way, PGI. But it's always the same tanks that end up screwing you over. It's not the heavies. Sure, your heavies suck, but at the end of the day, if your heavies die, they have enough health that they can survive long enough that it's not too big of a deal. If your tank destroyers suck, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. When your mediums and when your light tanks refuse to do something, like this bat chat probably thinks, oh, I'm a 60%er. Oh, I did 3,400. I'm good at the game. You're not, dude. Because instead of spotting and clearing that Progetto, which is all you had to do, you waited and waited and waited for my teammate in the Conf Panzer to get rushed and die, instead of helping him, which would have saved... If that bat chat had pushed up, they would have not only saved my teammate in the Conf Panzer, but then they also would have saved me from the bat chat, the Progetto would have been dead, and we would have completely won that game. But because this player is the biggest freaking pussy ever, they sit in the back with their light tank, they don't do shit, and then they're surprised when they lose. This is what separates skilled players from Super Unicum players. Skilled players play like wimps. They don't understand how map control works. They don't understand how team works. They just play for themselves. Super Unicums obviously play for themselves, but they also realize that there is a cohesive aspect to the game. And you can't just play like a selfish bitch in the corner of the map, because if you do, you're going to lose. It's that simple. I was the WZ? Yeah, you didn't do much either to help, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that hard to sit and spawn and literally just spot. It's not. I can't do anything in a tank destroyer. I can't when my light tanks are refusing to spot. It's just not possible. And because my tank reverses at 12, I can't get out of where I was either. So basically what you did is you boxed me into a position because you camped in our team spawn. I would rather have you die trying to spot for the team than sit and spawn and do literally nothing the whole battle until the enemy rushes you and kills you. It's about the same effectiveness. I can't do everything, dude. Tank destroyers are reliant on their teammates. That is always the biggest problem with tank destroyers. It will always be. Okay, that was just so cringe there. But yeah, tank destroyers will always be reliant on their teammates. Always, always, always. 84 damage. That's crazy. 84 damage, dude. I have no words. 84 damage. Alright. Well, I don't know if I'm going to deal any damage here. Okay. Of course. Of course. Of course, dude. They have a camping minnow. Of course they do. Yeah, bro. Let's camp and spawn with a freaking minnow. What a bozo. I don't care about the concept. That guy is zero threat whatsoever to me. A camping minnow? That's just so cringe, dude. Like, really. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna camp in a minnow. Freaking awful, dude. Alright, let's head over here. Yep, there he is. Look at that skilled player go, dude. Well, unfortunately for me, I'm not going to get much damage this game. Because when you have a player that's doing that, there's not much you can do, realistically. $719. That's so insane. I actually might do pretty good. One more shot and I'm already over 3k. There you go. 3,200 damage now. It really does showcase how quickly this vehicle can rack up damage. That was better. Yeah, this game was better. Alright, one more platoon battle. Greetings for tankers from every world. Hello, Shenlong. Okay. Everybody on NA play like bad so we can get a tier 10. Alright. One last battle. What should I play in? Stock E75. I just want the Gravedigger. Why the Gravedigger, dude? Out of all the tanks, the Gravedigger. Alright, let me do the Sheridan for the last game on the stream. If there's any donations, we'll keep going, but apart from that, we'll end it off after this one. I think Friends of Music isn't here anymore anyway. Can I make it 2 more? Alright, you poop.
KY donated $4
Sure.
through Super Chat. Can I make it 2 more?
What do they have? T100 LT and a 268. Alright. Shell into the Balshation. Put on my adrenaline. There's the T100. Nice. That was a pretty nasty shot there into that guy. Yeah, good job, T100. That's a decent player. It's a Gosu player, which means that they're at least 60%. And that play they made was definitely not the play of a 60%er. Okay. Where did that shot go? No, because that T100 just threw that game, it was a potential... It was a loss, but now it's actually a winnable game. There you go. Yeah, we're going to win now. Wow. Yeah, that T100 threw that game for their whole team. Just because you are in a light tank doesn't mean you're going to get away with aggressive plays, especially plays like that. You're not God. These T100 players get like this God complex, and they think they can do anything they want. And unfortunately for them, it just doesn't seem to go that way. There you go. Not a crazy roll into the Foch, but a pen's a pen, so I'll take it. Okay. Aiming, aiming. Brother, how is this guy able to hide his tank this well? 428 from a 570? That's crazy. 428, brother. It's not that big of a deal. We have the Rhino over here, who gets 1 pen. I aim it on the lower plate and get the clear. But really, 428, dude. That's crazy bad RNG. Well, nice HE. I don't think it really matters, though. Okay. 544, and that is a 4,300 damage game. The Sheridan is just such a rat, dude. It's such a rat. 580? No, pretty sure it's 570 alpha. Not a bad game, though. Let's see. Yep, 570. So the thing I want to see is, what is the win rate of that light tank on their team? That Gosu player is 64%. Now, it is a reroll, so realistically, that 64% subtract about 10%. More like 54%. But still, it's not a terrible player, and the fact that they made that play shows that, once again, it's that classic NA infection of Ooga Booga must YOLO for no reason. I don't understand. Alright, 2 more games. Play the 113. Sure, I got you, Bobby. Let's do the 113. I like the 113. It's a fun tank. It's got a good gun, decent mobility, good DPM. It's a fun tank. I'm getting my PlayStation started up for my GTA video I'm going to record in a moment. I'm surprised there's 100 people watching the stream at, for most people, 2 in the morning. isn't 3 more because I donoed 6 the first time. In total, it is 5 games in total. Because you donated $6, which equals 3 games. So I don't know how many games you've played, but it's 5 games in total. I think we've played 4 games, so there's 1 more. 1 more battle. I'm going to cross this again. It didn't work out last time for me, but it's going to be good this time. I promise. Same player as before. Unless they didn't go here. Interesting. Nice. Easy shot into the grill. Come on. Come on. Ah, dang, dude. My adrenaline just was not good enough. It's fine. The enemy team's going to waste their time on me. Really? Oh, great. Here it is. Here we go, guys. Average NA player here. Ooga booga, must YOLO. And he pens that. Wow. I don't really care if you guys YOLO me. And he pens that? Alright. This 907 must be literally the most skilled player in the game, dude. I just want to see how long it takes my team to help me here. Uh-huh. Thank you, IS7, for ramming into me. I don't know if that's necessarily helpful, but you did ram into me. Uh-huh. Oh. Maybe not the best play there, dude. This IS7 is freaking useless, bro. Thank you, IS7. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was very helpful. All that IS7 had to do was cut him off. That's all he had to do. And instead of doing that, he drove ring around the rosy and pushed him into me. What a freaking useless teammate. I don't know what happened at all to KY. You probably should have pushed with me, KY. The Stridsvon is not an aggressive tank. It's a tank that you probably would have wanted to stick with me in. I just find it funny how the 113 armor does not work even slightly. The 4202 penned multiple Hess shells on me. The 907 penned every single shot. And this is why I don't really like the 113. I'm going to be honest. I don't really like it. Because in this meta, the armor doesn't work. The fact that a medium tank is able to pen me every single shot, full speed on the move, without even batting an eye, is bogus. There's not any other tier 10s in the game that are that weak in terms of armor. And the problem is the 113's gun isn't really that good. I mean, sure, it has good heat pen, but its accuracy is mid as hell. And its armor just doesn't make up for it. I don't really like the 113 that much. Yeah, it's a pretty cringe battle there. Why the game has win rate if you still get placed with low win rate players? Because you can still win games. Oh, man. That's why. You poob. What happened to you? You poob. You got poobered on. Yeah, how many games have we played in Tune? We started on the Błyskawica, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is the last game. And we'll try this one more battle. And then, this is the last game on stream. Again. Oh, I hate when Blitz does that. I try to click off the game and it, like, gets in my way. I'm here just behaving. Imagine being a poob. That's all I got. Oh, great. We got the same IS-7 as last game. I can't wait for them to literally do nothing. That 907 is so skilled. It's literally the same guy that YOLO'd in the previous game. Like, this is what I mean, though. It's just crazy that heavies are so useless sometimes compared to mediums. How is a medium able to beat a freaking heavy, dude? Camping 4202. Honestly, if that 4202 wasn't there, I would have been totally fine. That guy really ruined it for me, because he hit 2 shots at me, which he shouldn't have. The first one he hatched, and then the second shot he hit on me also hesh-penned me. Both shots were complete bogus, and if that player hadn't hit those shots, I would have been totally fine. Nice. Good job there, Kron. I don't understand what's going on in this battle. Like, where the enemy team is. Nice 365 into the Kron. Nice. I'm going to turn around and deal with the Rhino. I mean, it's already a loss. Look at our team, dude. I don't even know how our team's doing this bad. I really don't. Dang, dude. This tank really pisses me off. The gun depression, everything on this tank is just so mid sometimes. I mean, the gun's great in terms of pen. 390 heat is enough to butter through 90% of armor plates, which obviously is really nice. But on the downside, you just have so many weak points, dude. Well, I didn't mean to load gold, but I guess it penned, and we still need 2 more pens to kill the grill anyway, so it's not that big of a difference. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Not even in the slightest. Nope. I did pretty good, to be fair. I did as much as I possibly could in this game. Yes, indubitably, thank you for the tunes, you poob. Oh well. There's just nothing you can do when you're thrown into a game like this. There's literally nothing that you can do. Also, I have no clue what your account name is for Enza Music, so you're gonna have to give me that if you want to get your one-tune battle. Either way, not a bad game. The 113 did a lot better there, but once again, we can see that the tank just doesn't really make an impact when your team sucks. Thank you for the tunes, you poob. Alright, friends. Give me your account name. I'll give you like 30 seconds to post it. Or I'm going to load up GTA. Super Conquer. What is that face I'm looking at? What is that? Hasidic guy? Bruh. Alright, let's get this over with. I will do the Super Conk for you, Shenlong. BZ75 looking good. It is a good tank. Very less chance that Drooler fell on one of his neighbors in. What am I, if he was Soviet Red Drooler? What am I reading? That is not English. That is not English. That is not English at all. That's not English. Neither is our E100. That is not English either. Can you play? Bruh, I told you, Dylan. A, the tank doesn't exist in Blitz right now. Like, if you found a tank on Blitzkit and it's in testing, how would you expect me to play it? How? How would you expect me to play a tank that's not currently in the game? If anyone donates gold to anyone in the chat, you are special. Huh? What am I reading? Oh, what the gay? Move out of my way. Bruh. I'd love to be able to shoot the enemy, but the C-100's making sure that this fat ass is in my way, dude. There we go. The thing that I love about the Super Conk is that his gun is really accurate. And you can see that, right? I mean, it doesn't really miss its shots, of course. Freaking Type 5, dude. Such a stupid tier 10. I mean, it's already cooked. Our team sucks. There's only so much you can do when your E-100 is literally doing nothing to help anybody. Alright, good job, 57. That was some skillful gameplay there. Ooh. Doesn't really matter that this guy is reactive, because either way he's a two-shot, so I'm going to push up here, aiming on the side, get another pen. Now he's a one-shot. I still have team support, so that's pretty good. The Type 5 missed, and what I'm going to do is aiming on the Type 5 turret cheek, get a nice pen. Here's the thing, Type 5 Heavy does not have DPM to begin with. And if that vehicle wants to waste its non-existent DPM on a vehicle that has reactive, that's totally fine with me. Because now what you've done is you've taken your already non-existent DPM and you've made it even less existent by shooting at a tank that has reactive. I'm going to keep him still for the Foch to get the clear. And then I will get a shell into the Leopard and move up and try and help out the Foch. Let's see. There you go. Perfect. Of course, dude. Of course. Of course. Of course. Freaking 183s, dude. I don't care. Just, of course, of course, of course. There has to be a 183 there. Thought I was helping my Foch. In reality, a freaking 183, dude. Don't we love 183s, guys? They're good for the game. They're good for the game. Clearly. Yep. Oh well. It will end on a defeat. What did you even do, Friends of Music? What were you even in? Oh, I didn't even get into a tune with you, I see. I'll do one more game. 183 Game Ruiner? Yep. Didn't even know. Did not even know. It's fun. We love the 183 guys. You can do all that effort. You can literally completely win the heavy flank, 4,000 damage, make one poke where an unspotted 183 was, and lose because of that. Isn't that fun? Bro. Are we going to join my tune? You had this whole time to join my tune. This whole time, Friends of Music. This entire time. What are we doing? You have 30 seconds or no tune. That's all I'm going to say. Noodle mustard sauce close. What does that even mean? Why am I not streaming my more normal times? I literally streamed earlier today. Alright, friends. You've lost your chance. I'm ending the stream. I find it crazy when people are like, tune with me. They beg the whole stream. And then you give them the opportunity to stream with you, or to play the game on tune with you, and then they just... I didn't get... What do you mean you didn't get it, brother? Nah, I can't. It's not my problem anymore. I typed in the exact name you gave me, I copied and pasted it. Not my problem. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's stream. Maybe in the future we can tune Friends of Music, but you have to give me the correct name or something. I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully all of you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.